What's up? Hopefully I'm not that loud this time. Unlike yesterday, where I was screaming and laughing at the top of my lungs. Uh so yeah. Um how is chat doing tonight? Hopefully doing well. Well, let me take a look at my mic real quick. Oh, I'm pretty sure I'm using the wrong one again. Um Follows Discord desktop audio. There, is that a bit better? I turned myself up a bit. So hopefully that fixes a bit of it. What? I'm allowed to be calm. We're playing Stanley Parable. You gotta be a little bit calm today. As Stanley pressed buttons on his desk. What? I'm sure you've heard Calm Axel before. It's not like the biggest surprise in the world, I guess. Um, so for a little explanation for people who are wondering why we're doing Stanley Parable of all things. I am okay. I won't deny the allegations of me being chaotic, but there is a calmer side to me. I can be calm if I desire. I can do ASMR against the mic if I really need to. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. You know. I know how much you hate ASMR, Quaggy. I might just do it to piss you off. um. But yeah. We're playing Stanley Parable. A pretty cool game that is very meta. So, it is time for chat choice. Have we played Stanley Parable before? You, keep your horniness out of my chat. I'm the only one who can be horny. Or whatever, I don't know. um, so, um, have we played Stanley Parable before? I have played Stanley Parable before. How about chat? Have you guys played the Stanley Parable before? You've only watched. I'm pretty sure that's how everyone got, like, found out about this game. Is from, you know, from people just watching other people play it. Like, I found out about the game through Markiplier playing it. What's up, Get? Welcome to stream. Um, yeah. So, today we're going to be playing Stanley Parable, and we're going to be clicking yes. I'm alright, how about you? Please adjust the slider till the computer is barely visible. It's perfect like that. Please enter the current time. I don't know what fucking time it is. 6. Let's just put 40. How do I want to adjust if it's, do I need, is it military time or something? There we go, yeah. Alright, let's take a look at my clock. Wait for the seconds hand to pass. Boom. There we go. It is officially 6:40. Note, accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Yeah, I assume so. So, welcome to the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let me take a look at these settings real quick. There's simplified controls. Why is there simplified controls? Rebinds controls so interactions don't require specific buttons. Weird. That is weird. Yeah, I'm playing on the Switch. I didn't feel like buying it again for PC. So, we're gonna begin the game. Okay. No, I did not. Thank you for reminding me.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions,
How about
call a
that?
meeting,
Is that a bit
or
better?
even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
But what if we didn't? What if, and hear me out, if we just stood here and admired the computer? That sensitivity is a little high. Can I... Okay, it's not as bad, I suppose. But what if we stood here and did absolutely nothing? You're making AI songs? That's interesting. Come on, isn't he gonna say stuff about just me standing in this room? Did I just shut the door? I can't shut the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
And that we
Eventually,
would die.
someday, they would arrive. Soon, very
Who's they?
soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Wow. And now we're back at the start. Because we're cool like that. We don't make choices. We just Stay where we are. But what if we did make a choice? And did leave?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's a little
No matter
weird.
how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
There's like a slight, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like a slight sliding to the physics. I'll up my voice a bit. Yeah, hold on. I gotta go into properties and like adjust my microphone because I can't really do it. Where's my mic? How about we adjust it by 1? Is that a bit better? Or am I still a little too quiet? I think let me adjust it back up to 2.5, where it was yesterday. Still too quiet? Jesus. How about that? Ooh, that is sensitive. I set it to 2.5, not 2.0. There we go. That's a bit better. Hopefully. What do you guys think? Do I sound magnificent? Or do I sound stupid still? Understandable. Let me just up it a bit more, maybe 5. Ugh. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to just talk a bit louder. Cause I don't think I was doing anything. I don't think that adjusted anything. So, I'll just talk a bit louder. Not the end of the world.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
Yes.
But please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement?
Yes.
Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort.
What if you did?
Measly 5 clicks.
Hey, I'm
Now,
pressing a
suppose
button
you
here.
were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
I
I have to say, I'm still not
Come on,
feeling the
man. I played
satisfaction
Mario
that
Party
this
yesterday. I
true
could
effort
spam
for
a button.
noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly.
Come on. Why 50? We stayed in the office. We didn't do anything.
No,
No.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley.
Fine,
I
I'll
want to
press
see
it
commitment,
faster.
A willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. That's down here, isn't it? Physics are a little weird and wonky. 420. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's door 417. Hey, shut up.
Great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
I'm gonna turn off this computer. Ha. Now your work isn't saved, motherfuckers. Wait, hold on. Door 30. There we go.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
Again, I'm using a controller, my guy. What is this? Don't know what that was, but I turned it off now. 415.
Now, back to door number 437.
Oh my god. Well, they're not gonna have a good day when they see their coffee spill on the ground. What door was it? I don't remember the door. I got distracted.
Let's see. How
Oh,
about you click on,
okay.
well, I don't know, the copy machine.
Oh, I've seen Mark
All
play
right,
this.
back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Alright, we're going to 417. Together on an adventure.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Oh, it's right here. Right? Get on. Come on. Get on there. Onto the box. On it. No.
Yes! This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it
Yeah.
up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Oh, come on. Scream into my ear, good sir. I head the wrong way. Sorry, guys. I only work here. I don't know where offices are at.
We've almost got it!
Do it?
Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Oh my god, the copy machine. Let's go. Where's the copy machine? Oh, it's back in the fucking, starting room. Copy machine.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door
430!
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks.
I mean...
Really now, what were you thinking?
I mean, have you played Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts? You get a fucking achievement just for walking.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm going to the left. No, I haven't even gotten that far. We've only we stayed in the office and
Yet
then
there was not a single person here
we
either.
were in the middle
Feeling
of
a wave of disbelief,
yes,
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Tempting. We'll do that after we obey.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
We want to obey the laws first. Wow.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again
What was
stunned
it?
to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
5, 7.
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845.
I was so far
But of
from
course,
wrong.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
There we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
I was
Stanley happened to
so
input
far
the
off.
correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Can we get like ASMR from the narrator? So many people would be into that. I know people would. Once there was a boy named Stanley. He worked in an office. 437.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
Why do I
Why
just
did
sit
he
in
feel
that
this
horrible
now,
chair?
when for years it had never occurred to him?
Why
This
do I press
question would
one
not
button?
go unanswered for long.
Sounds like the elevator broke. Now we're in the land of
Stanley
portal.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh, already good? Well, thank you for coming.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with
I
television
won't.
screens. What horrible secret
will.
does this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
No, we're gonna do one of my favorite endings first, which is the mind control facility ending.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore
Fired.
the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
That's
And
streaming for you.
Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, why is that one monitor up there have no... It doesn't have numbers, or it doesn't have the fire text on it. It's just like pixelated. Yeah, that one right there. Why is that? What's the lore significance of that?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't
whatever.
be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
No.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Probably
that his
not.
emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Also, I got pizza now, Chet. I am. It's
No.
pizza time.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it?
Pizza
Was
time.
it even possible? Had he
is
truly
possible.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
And then we died. Or whatever.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very
Shitting.
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Damn. That pizza is slightly burnt.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
No, I don't think it was over.
Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Let's
Freedom was
go.
mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
Who gives
How
a
had he been
shit?
freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered
Exactly.
to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand,
But to
but
let
to let
go.
go. No longer
Oh,
would
I can
anyone tell
crouch
him
with the
where to
trigger.
go,
Why?
what to do, or how to feel.
Why is this a thing?
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
The door's still not open. There we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
And then he realized it was all a simulation. And we all died. Let's go, I beat the game, guys. Well, I guess that's the end of stream. You know, we beat the game. I didn't expect stream to be this short. I guess we could play Animal Crossing. Good stream, honestly. That's probably stream of the year right there. We're back. I wonder why.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe I had missed a memo. But what if I just awaiting input received. I know that you have to go around and press all the things on it, but I don't remember what it does.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I entered the door on my left.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not
Feeling
getting
a
fired.
wave of
Do
disbelief,
unbelievably
Stanley
amazing
decided
work
to go
all
up
the
to his
time, every
boss's
day, with
office,
no exception
hoping he
of
might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I'm not gonna be obedient. I'm gonna show you one of my favorite fucking endings. In this
Stepping
game.
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any
2,
human life. What could
8,
it mean? Stanley
4,
wondered aloud
7.
to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
2,
pulling
8,
books off the shelf,
5,
looking behind
7?
paintings,
Oh, I was
desperate
off.
for clues to his situation.
What?
But his attention was caught by a
2, 4, 8,
keypad
7?
behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible
Am I
secret
stupid?
that lay buried below his feet.
Do I just not?
And
Am
so
I
the boss
terrible
had
at
assigned
remembering
it
shit?
an extra secret pin number, 2845.
I was fucking
But
close.
of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Where the hell am I getting all these extra numbers from?
Stanley just sat around
8,
twiddling his thumbs.
4, 7.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly
There was
know
no
that
7.
the combination was 2845.
Oh, 2845. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened
Where am
to
I getting that
input
7
the correct
from?
code by sheer luck. Amazing. He
Amazing.
stepped
I know
into
it
the newly
is.
opened passageway.
I have certainly pressed the button. And now, for my hard work, I'm gonna eat a piece of pizza.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Now this is one of my favorite endings, Greggy. I remember showing an ex-girlfriend of mine this song.
Aha! You've made it to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the Mind Control Facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. Anyway, when it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are. We call this track
Me?
Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility.
Well done. You did it! Good job! You did it! Good job! 3, 2, 1.
Good job, you made it to the bottom of the mind control.
Such a vibe.
facility. You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. You should have been careful. It used to be a bug.
What's going on,
Now
Cody?
it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you.
What?
I believe in your ability to cross this barrier. Chase
Oh,
your
is that
dreams.
just a delayed chat from me, by the way?
Railings don't mean anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job, you did it.
One of my favorite endings. Just for the hell of it. Anyway.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nah, I don't think I missed a memo. Let me just find. Hold on. the next computer that needs an input. Yeah, it was probably mine.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Just to admire it, you know?
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring.
Makes me want to crack
It had
open
really been worth
a
the
root
detour
beer.
after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Let me pour that into my #1 mug.
Yes, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I feel like going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
True.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
I don't
There's
know,
someone
man.
you've
I
been
gotta make
neglecting,
content,
Stanley.
so...
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yeah.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Probably.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah, blue is looking pretty nice.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
I don't know. There's a guy in chat, and his text is blue, so I'm gonna go blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Can I go? Oh, blue door! I wonder what's in here.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out
Oh,
specifically for you?
Z-fighting texture. Nice.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours.
I don't know.
What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees?
No, not
Work
really.
with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I mean, I have a few ideas.
Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option.
Ooh,
This already feels leaps
3.
ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
A new
I'm
room.
going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version.
Honestly,
Would
I'd
you
give
say
that a
the
5.
game benefited from allowing you more choices. Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
You give it a 4? I give it a 5, man.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
That doesn't
I
sound
really couldn't
right.
say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul.
Can I
You
go in
can't
that
teach
door?
that, Stanley. Don't even try.
Well, can I go through this door?
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
There's gonna be like 15 doors, isn't there? The Stanley Parable Worldwide Lead Board. So that'd be actually kind of hilarious if that was. This is you. It is so real.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors?
Not
Again,
really.
honest answers, please.
Honestly, I'd give it a 1. Maybe a 2. I'll give it
Hey,
a
I
2.
nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on.
Ooh.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Really?
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect.
Have you
Let me
seen
boot it
Have you
up.
seen the state of AAA games now? They really do need some testing. So, of course, I'd be happy to help.
In this game, baby crawls left
No!
towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium
Sace
of
the
endlessly
baby?
confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
All right, Jack,
Be sure
strap
to keep
in.
notes on your experience.
Oh. I'm on a controller, Quaggy. Ah. Damn, he's getting pretty close. Edging right now. Edging in the fire. Alright, so how about we stay here for about 4 hours, you know? Nah. Murder.
You heartless bastard.
I know I
Did
am.
you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas.
Well, it was
I
kinda
can't
boring.
think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
Can we play
Yes,
Pokemon?
this seems like it'll work.
Maybe Portal?
Let's give it a shot.
Let's play Portal. Portal's a really good game.
Aha!
Firewatch.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
I would love to play this
But it
game on
seems
stream.
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
I don't think that's the point of
Yes,
Firewatch.
that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Exactly. I'm gonna creep on some people. Speaking of creeping, we have a lot of lurkers, which, shout out to the lurker. Yeah, that was a Minecraft door sound. But, shout out to all the lurkers out there that are lurking in chat right now.
No, it can't be.
Let's go out there.
It is. It's an open world game.
Yeah, let's go
Good
find a
God,
chest.
Quickly, block it off.
Come on, I want to find some loot.
Thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
Fuck
Wandered
you.
off into that thing, that big open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any. Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley.
But
I'm going to
there is a
get us
point
out of
right over
here.
there.
Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Portal.
Okay. I think this.
Wait, hold on, can
will
we
be
get through
just
there?
the thing.
Can we get through there? Okay. I don't think you would like Minecraft.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around.
Rocket League.
There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
This is not
Stanley,
game
If you
design.
manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Where am I?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ball? Where? Oh! Ball. Oh, I'm faster now. Let's go. Bonk. We're going for a goal.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable... Hold on. What are you doing?
I didn't know I could fall in there. Well, now down there. Oh,
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, shit. Oh, falling again, I guess. Oh, where are we now? The lore is getting deeper. It is the back rooms. I clipped. Let me teabag while I'm down here. 427. Wow. I got a snazzy setup. Snazzy. Looks like I can't do anything though, so. Let's. Oh. I clipped in again.
I wonder what he found.
Oh.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
No.
Someone who will wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion.
I
That's
am
who
the
I
chaos.
That is what I mean to this world.
Did you watch last stream?
Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
There you go. You know, I feel like we should do the broom ending.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What could it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Can I get up here?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
can.
co-workers.
Oh, shit.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its
Sure, why not?
examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're
Well, then
here, what do you
let's finish
think?
this ending and
Isn't
I'll
this a
BRB
fun
the
and
thing.
unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
Yeah, let me drink it in with my
Okay,
root beer.
I'm over it now.
Ru-
What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
No. No. No.
Ah, then in that case, we'll continue.
Okay, great.
But now, here comes the real question.
I want to take a
What do you
sip of my
think would
drink.
have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different?
I don't fucking
Would
know.
I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer?
Probably.
Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place.
I don't know.
Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option?
I don't know.
Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer?
I would hate
How
that.
long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration?
I don't know.
And this is Rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one.
Probably.
So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough.
That says
how
yes.
tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option.
Maybe.
Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones.
Maybe.
Though if
Maybe
the
I am
other
lucky.
option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not.
I don't know.
In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky.
Well, fuck you.
Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Cheers, mate. I'll just sit right here and relax. Yeah. Yeah. Can I climb? Actually, can I go around it? Nope. Yeah, I feel like you can leave this area. I don't know. What? Let me leave. Let me leave. You can't jump. No way. Achievement unlocked. I'm a god gamer, guys. I guess that's the end of it. Begin the game again. Alright, let's BRB. So Craigie can join us. Whoop. But let me unmute the Discord. Okay. It doesn't seem like Discord wants to work, so try now.
Test.
Yep, you're good. Alright, Groggy Boy's now in the real world. He's a real boy.
Oh, hello.
You're a real boy!
Also, you have to stream it on Discord, sadly, because I want to watch at the same time.
Bruh. You're making my life
Sorry.
so hard right now.
Sorry, I forgot.
Bro. The life of being a streamer is so
All
difficult.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Uh,
Stanley decided to
means
go to the meeting room. Perhaps
death,
he had simply missed a memo.
destruction. I like
Hmm.
work. I just hate my boss. True. So true.
Look at the files. Read everything. Ooh.
We should go in there.
Oh,
Yep.
new content?
Yeah, new
What
content.
does that mean?
Yeah.
New content.
I don't know.
You are loud on my end. My God.
Maybe I can lower my volume. Hold on.
I dropped a piece of pepperoni. No.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Really?
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
I'm playing that game right
The
now.
Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
More lore.
Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Exactly. Bro gets it. I can't even hear you now.
Is it broken? What's going
Yeah,
on
you are
here?
way too low.
Should
Jesus.
Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go.
Now.
All right, finally.
Still
at
low.
long last, it's on to the new content. I've
How
never
about now?
been more
A little
ready.
higher.
Let's do it.
Like this.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, maybe a little higher.
Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable
this?
Ultra
Yeah, there you go.
Deluxe, mostly
Yeah, I put it on
tedious.
69.
It's as if
Nice.
Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
it's on this.
Give me the content, Stanley.
Give me the content. I need the content.
All right. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Oh my
No
God.
way. This is game changing.
Oh my God, I'm jumping.
We have limited jump. I'm about to jump. I'm about to jump. Oh.
Bro. We can't jump outside of the circle. Oh my God, this is probably really hard to program, honestly.
Yeah.
No
I
wonder.
don't know how they did it.
Probably something about the physics. No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No more jump.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just
What do you mean
elevators
jumping
and
is cool?
Is
Exactly.
this what passes for exciting new content?
Yeah,
If this is
unfortunately.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30
Ooh.
trillion. You could put that on the box.
Exactly.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more.
Very good.
Yes, I knew there had to be something
wait.
else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh,
Bro.
you've got to be kidding me. You
All right,
see,
guys,
Stanley?
that's the end of stream.
This is what happens when greedy
Yeah.
video game developers with
That
no
was
respect
fun.
for their fan base rush a cheap
Might use that for a
expansion to
thumbnail.
market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this?
I'm gonna be dead honest. This joke has aged like wine. Because ever
Oh.
since 2022, AAA games have gotten worse.
Yeah.
This joke did not. It aged well,
It's my fault, Stanley.
and it's
I
only
built
been
up
2
too
years.
much
Yeah,
anticipation around the new content.
somehow
I'm afraid.
indie
It
games
could
are
never
doing
have lived
better
up to
than
such
AAA games.
expectations. If you're still
Which
with
is
me,
fucking
why
crazy.
don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about? No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Ah! Bro said balls
Oh.
in chat. Oh my god.
Jeez, you should be careful next time. He has a fear of balls.
I'm more of a square kind of guy, honestly.
Yeah, be
Well,
more considerate.
Amari Dark, welcome to stream. How are you tonight? Morning.
Amari.
Stanley,
Oh,
come over here.
What's that?
In the vent. I want to
In
show
the
you
vent.
something.
No, not the vent.
no.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well,
No,
fine.
it's an event.
You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
I already vented enough.
Bro, now he's insulting me. Can I go back in the new content door?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Are you really gonna listen to him?
We're gonna do something slightly
Yet
different.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
ultra
Stanley
dark,
decided to go up to
insulting.
his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I got a message from someone about them asking me to do something. I've been done with the thing they asked me
Coming
to
to a
do
staircase,
for hours
Stanley
now.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Hmm. Oh,
There is text on that,
Oh.
but I cannot read it. Hold on. I have an idea.
I've-
Zoom! Enhance! Enhance!
yep, unreadable.
I mean, it's kind of
Oh,
readable.
maybe.
High Lane. That is a very interesting picture. Hey. That's all I can read. Hey is a good.
I'm Mr.
Hey, Quaggy,
Oh,
chat
hello.
is addressing you. Give chat some respect.
Someone thinks I exist. How awesome.
No, you don't. What the hell? You're a
But
figment of my
Stanley
Oh, yeah, I
imagination.
forgot.
do it. He
Yeah,
considered
I'm
the
just with the
possibility of
voice in your
facing his
head.
Yeah,
boss,
this is just
admitting he
ChatGPT.
had left his post during work
If you
hours.
type
He
in
might be fired for
exclamation
that. And in such a
Quaggy,
competitive economy,
he,
why had
responds.
he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
can I
His
get in
boss
this
would
car?
think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy.
Crazy?
All of
I
my
was crazy
coworkers
once.
Crazy?
blinking
I was crazy
mysteriously
once. They
out
locked
of
me in a room.
existence in a single moment,
A concrete
for no
room.
reason at all.
A concrete room
None
with
of it
rats.
made any logical sense.
With a
And
car
as
in it.
Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Okay,
No,
yeah, I
Stanley
don't
said to
understand.
Okay,
himself,
I think-
"This is
okay,
all
we got-
too
the joke has
strange.
been
This
used."
can't be real." And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Oh, hold on.
"I'm
Vending machine.
dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a
No wonder why
relief
Quaggy's
Stanley
here. I'm
felt
all dreaming.
to have finally found an answer, an
Oh,
explanation. His co-workers
Ooh,
weren't
Cold
actually
drinks. Can I
drinks.
have a cold
He
one?
wasn't going to
Let me
lose
take
his
a
job.
sip
He
of my
wasn't
not
crazy after
hashtag
all.
not sponsored.
And he thought to himself,
Why am I
suppose
moving?
I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to
My hands are off the
boring
controller.
real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well
Oh,
enjoy
no.
this
Stick
while I'm
drift.
still lucid.
Oh, bro.
So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun. And Stanley
getting so
marveled
dumb.
that he had still not woken up.
Meow.
How was he remaining
Look at
so
one
lucid?
of the stores.
And then
Let's
perhaps the
name it.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed
Yeah.
he hadn't asked himself sooner.
Why am I
Why
gay?
is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by
You
Stanley,
should definitely
who found
ignore
it
it. Ignore me
particularly
and him.
strange. I'm dreaming
Voices,
about a
nah,
voice
you're just
that's
crazy.
Nah,
me,
we're the
thinking
voices of
about how it's
stream.
describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he
Because
thought
I
it all
am?
very
Oh,
odd, and
damn
wondered
it,
if
I
this
am going
voice
crazy
spoke to all
again?
people in their dreams,
Wait, Amari,
the
didn't
truth
you die
was
in a
that, of
car
course,
crash like
this
several
was
years
not a
ago,
dream.
and now I'm just...
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing
Oh.
the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all,
Stanley.
he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the
Toilet
voice not
paper.
see him
We need it.
float
Give
and
me the
make
toilet
magical
paper.
stars just a moment ago? How else
I
would the
don't think
voice
that's
explain
toilet
all
paper,
that?
that's-
This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just...
Here's
he
a
would prove it.
here's a
He would
theory
prove
I
that
have.
he was in control.
This
that
narrator
this
is
was a
Stanley.
dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited
No!
himself to wake up.
No!
He felt
No!
the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over.
I'm gonna get hit by a
Let
car.
me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Okay, well,
All I
this dream
want
is
my
unreal.
life exactly the way it's always been.
Now we know we're dreaming.
My life
Because I don't
is
have a
normal.
wife. I don't have an apartment.
Yeah,
Everything
we're
will
both
be
single.
fine.
Not yet, anyway.
And ready to mingle.
Okay.
That is a lie. I am not okay.
Oh. We're back!
Let's continue walking.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear
I'm
my
not a
voice?
real boy!
Who am I?
I am a boy, but I'm
And
not
it
real.
went black.
True.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
A
Mariella
woman?
woke up on a day like any other.
Women aren't real.
She arose, got dressed, gathered her
Yeah,
belongings,
that must
and
be a
walked to her
dream.
place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although
Relatable.
she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like.
Yeah, Quaggy.
And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting
Yeah,
to
Axel
think
isn't
this,
real.
and in a certain way, seeing
I
this
am
man
a
made her
real
feel
boy.
better.
I'm a
Then
real
she remembered the
consume.
meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She
Bro
had
was just
no
taking a
time
nap
for
on the
this,
sidewalk.
So it was only a moment that
Yeah,
she stood
let
there,
him rest.
staring down at the
Jeez.
body, and then she turned to the man.
Yeah, imagine life if you could sleep anywhere and not be judged.
I would love to just sleep on the fucking
Dude.
sidewalk when I'm not feeling well. That'd
Dude,
be
I'm so
amazing.
tired. Okay, let me sleep here. And everyone
Man,
just walks by.
man, I'm feeling kind of eepy right now. Let me just sleep on stream real quick. Stanley! No.
Come over here. In the vent. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork,
Dork
anyway,
anyways,
so
who cares? You're a dork. Good night. Pookie? Question mark?
When Stanley came to a set
Okay.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Thank you for stopping by on stream.
Or maybe he's just
Yet
doing a
there was
joke.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, I believe executive bathroom. Let's go. Because the boss... Nah, you got zombie.
What does that say?
Because the boss knows what the boss says goes. If the boss is suffered losses, then that's what the boss chose, or something like that. I don't know.
So true.
Oh, aha. What's in here? Panda. Why is there
Panda.
a gun to the
No!
panda? Is that Mario putting a gun to a panda's head?
This is the truth of Mario. That's why you shouldn't believe him. As we're playing with the Nintendo Switch.
Exactly. Imagine that's exclusive to the fucking Switch. Well, actually, I should make this my BRB music instead of Snowy. Let me just turn this up on stream and mute ourselves.
Okay.
Let's give it a nice, good minute of them, of just this. Alright. So true.
Yep.
Me moment.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Could he really be all alone? This was too much for Stanley to take. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Ugh.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
true.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I want a bucket.
Dear God.
Well, Amari, how are the kids? How are the kids doing tonight?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
escape.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
True.
No.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
True. I am the
Yeah.
fiery death. I'm not scared. That sounds like a slice of pizza moment.
Mm-hmm.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
If I don't see it, it didn't happen.
Stanley.
Yeah, exactly.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Ooh.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now?
I prefer the
Do you
woman.
see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Because you're not gay. Button sounds. I honestly prefer number.
Ooh. Can you keep doing 5?
Sounds like something out of Portal.
Yeah. Solitaire. Yeah.
No solitaire for you. Monitor room elevator. So true. The hell was that sound? Countdown desk. True.
Ooh.
Anyway, I was thinking about streaming on Monday.
Uh-huh.
Narrator emails.
Oh.
Will the game feature capybaras? No, I don't think it does.
Someone's asking their questions.
Honestly, true. Wait, I just walked in a huge fucking circle.
Oh, credits.
Those are some credits
Yeah,
right
good
there.
job, Joe Feingold. I read that name.
Recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game.
Now then, this elevator for sure. Stanley stood on the roof track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Stanley pushed the number
think-
6,
Okay.
and finally he pushed the number 9. Stanley jumped in the river. Then he pushed the number 4.
I think it depends on the numbers you're
Stanley
pressing the
pushed
keyboard.
the big
or
red button. Stanley walked
whatever.
over the bridge. Still nothing.
Stanley caused 9/11.
No, no. I don't know if you can. That's joking.
Stanley walked around the empty corridor. There was nothing. Nothing of importance. Besides checking out Twitch at Axel_Fireforged.
Oh, hello,
Stanley.
it's Warzone.
Stanley made the right choice. subscribing to Axel on Twitch.
Stanley wants to play Fallout 76.
Stanley wants to play Fortnite and get a victory royale.
Stanley is acting cringe.
Stanley,
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
shut up.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another?
No, it's clearly dark.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Exactly. Why is my controller
Listen to me.
vibrating?
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before
You know
they
what
both
to do
fail.
next.
Turn off your Nintendo Switch. There's no other
Oh.
way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's
They actually did the
path.
last
Stop now, and it'll be your
Did they
only true
re-record that
choice.
line for every console that you're
Choose
playing
it.
on?
Don't let time choose for you. Don't let
I don't think I've heard anyone call it the Nintendo Switch. I've only heard, oh yeah, you got a Switch? You got yourself a Nintendo?
Ah, yes. Do you play on your PlayStation 5?
Do you play?
This is just
Do you play on your
PS5.
PlayStation?
Okay, that was just brutish.
Bro, I got my PlayStation. I got my game station. Anyway, if
Do we
a-
even? No.
Stanley, come over here.
I don't know. What
In
about
the
that
vent.
certain
I
someone
want
that
to
wanted
show
the
you-
broom?
You don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well,
they're
fine.
not
You're a
here yet.
dork anyway,
I don't
so
want
who
to see the
cares?
cool shit that you might have provided for me. I want to go find another computer that has a button that I gotta turn off.
Yeah,
When
you're
Stanley
a
came
dog.
to a set of 2 open doors,
He
this
entered
was
the
not the
door on
correct
his
way to the
rise.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
He
Wow.
stopped by the employee
Yes,
only lounge.
this room. What a beautiful... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But what if he didn't? And he continued down the path.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Whoops.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
died.
death. Good job, Stanley.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I deeply
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And there's never the end, there's never the end, there's never the end. Loading, never.
Stanley got a victory royale.
Stanley is about to win. Oh, voice crack.
Stanley got on his knees and pleaded
No,
for
no,
mercy.
don't.
Stanley, come over here. Oh,
In the vent.
you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine.
No, I don't
You're
want
a
a
dork
vent.
anyway, so who cares?
You too.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro is mumbly.
When Stanley came to a
Bro
set of
is
2 open doors,
Try to
he entered
be
the door on
funny,
his
but
left.
he's not.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm.
Oh,
No.
great.
Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
It's the fact that we're out of root beer.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A
True.
room
Oh,
so
wait, is this
utterly
an ending on its
captivating
own?
that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
What does that mug say?
Fuel.
Oh, I thought
At
it
this
said
point,
something else.
Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected
Hashtag.
poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why
Coffee
everyone
nut.
left.
The
Maybe.
coffee did what now?
I love Moo.
Stanley sat around waiting for
I
more
love
dialogue.
Mommy.
Dad.
But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, can I get on the table?
No.
Aha!
Let's go.
Be my Valentine. Amazing mug.
Until your dad
I hate
sees it.
Mondays.
It reminds me of someone.
That isn't here today. Alright, let's continue.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
But Stanley was a bitch. And
Stanley
decided
was so
not to.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
He loves Shadow,
There's
right?
someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I want something bad to happen
I
to
don't know
myself.
how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Red is looking mighty
Nah.
fine today.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Not really.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see
Bro's
that it's
calling
killing
me
us, Stanley? I want it to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
No, you don't.
Here, let me show you.
Uh-uh. What if I kept on walking? What if I kept on walking?
Yeah.
But what if I kept on walking?
What if you kept walking? But what if you kept walking?
You should turn off your Nintendo Switch. Unplug your grandpa from the support line. Alright, what's in the void of shadow?
Complete darkness.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Women.
So true.
We're looking for women to love us.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't
Oh,
it? If we just stay
mowed
right
that
here,
line.
right in this moment with this place, Stanley,
Here.
I think
Oh.
I feel happy.
What is...
I actually feel happy.
Aww,
We're sending now.
he's happy. I don't know why that's good.
I don't know why we're on LSD right now. Man, happiness is boring. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, exactly.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Fine, I'll go back, I guess.
Right. Where were we?
Moaning the word here.
Yeah. Oh, never mind.
I would actually do it, but we're streaming. Look at that. Oh my god. Could it be? Is that Freddy Fazbear?
Oh my god, it is!
Bro, they're hinting towards tomorrow when we're streaming FNAF fan games, which you should totally
no.
follow.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I'm feeling kind of starey right now. Stairs.
I'm feeling jumpy.
Please, no, Stanley,
You know
let
what
me
this
stay
means.
here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, we should go back. Does he actually have dialogue for if I get down the stairs and go back and...
Probably. Never mind, I don't think there is.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Here, let me just put my hand behind my back for no particular reason. I promise. You know, I think we should go back.
Believe. Yeah, exactly. I
No.
was just thinking.
What did we
that.
talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
Well,
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die. What about this isn't getting through to you?
Death is pretty cool. I am the fiery death, so I'm not scared. But what if we went back to the room one more time?
No. You're giving him a heart attack. You're gonna kill him yourself.
Just trying to get this exercise in, man. I'm trying to get my steps in. God.
Yeah.
Bro is judging. Oh, the staircase wasn't lit up.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Nope. How many times? How many times?
Oh, thank God, there's no more because I was surprised there would be this many dialogue in one game.
But what if?
But I don't think there is anything.
But what if?
You know what? Good point.
We should just rename the stream to Step Simulator.
Exactly.
Step
I was
Stair,
just
what are you
thinking that.
doing? You know what these look like? They look like the little gummy nerds. Where the nerds are like attached to each other in like the gummy form.
What?
Do you not know what Nerds Candy is?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah, like the...
Dude, they're good, but they just hurt my teeth.
There's so many of them. Anyway, it seems like there's no more dialogue, so... Amari, you should invite your wife here and ask her to follow and subscribe so I can reach 50.
No!
I was begging for follow.
Thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
But what if?
Now, no.
Well, what if?
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Jeez, we didn't die, okay? We're going back.
Fine, fine. Why am I a moron, Amari? Why am I slower? Did I break my
Because
legs?
he just jumped off like 10
There.
meters.
See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
What?
I don't know if that's how sentences work.
Yeah, I agree.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Yeah, you're
Jeez.
right. You're right. Honestly,
That's how the threatening kinda.
there's nothing over there. I definitely don't have a knife behind my back. All right, let's go back. I'm feeling jumpy today. I feel like we should jump off like several stories. 1,
So
2, 3, 4, 5 stories. Oh man, getting those steps.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Let me go back. Honestly,
You're just walking.
nah. What we gotta do, Craigie, is you gotta I'll send you the stream file, and I want you to chop out all the parts of me just walking through stairs in this section and put it into a single video.
I don't think it can be a short. Just telling you.
Oh, I know it won't be a short, but it would just be hilarious. Axel Fireforged, Stanley Parable stair walking compilation.
Or just say stair simulator. Just this.
Man, I'm gonna do it if you don't say something.
Do 360.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I guess I
Okay.
can. Fine.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
No, not really.
We just see
We
those nerdy things.
Yeah,
nerdies
fucking
or
nerd
whatever.
gummy candies. Hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? We should get a
No,
sponsor.
perhaps not.
But what if we went back now?
Dude, you're playing with his heart.
Every narrator has the same voice. Oh my god. It's just that narrators are good at their job, and they... Like, Morgan Freeman and this guy sound nothing alike. The bear jumped over the rock. And fucking died. I don't know.
Damn.
Once there was a bear named Stanley. He ate
My
a rabbit.
God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Yeah, let's keep looking at the
Let's just head back.
I swear, if there's a line.
No. It's probably when we get to the top of the stairs.
Oh my god, we are so slow.
Ugh. I'm so full. Ugh.
Oh. I think jumping off would really help lose calories.
There was once a man named Stanley. He ate too much pizza and couldn't walk upstairs anymore.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
We are.
I just wanted us to... Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me?
He's starting to get it.
Yeah, let's look at the nerds one more time.
Anyway,
he doesn't say
this is
anything,
not good for stream retention. We've probably lost all my viewers.
So true.
Man,
People just
I was
do-
looking forward to a Fireforge stream tonight, but he's just been walking up fucking stairs for like an hour.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like 2 minutes at max. And we made it 10.
We've probably been going for like maybe 15 minutes just in the section alone. I'll probably go back and check and then make a comment about it. But you know what you should do? You should join the Discord and get notified when I go live.
Yeah.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yeah, this just confirmed my theory that the narrator and Stanley are the same person. Or they're like two voices in the same mind. Great advertising. Thanks, Amari. It's a hint that you should join the Discord. It's pinned at the top of the chat.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Can I
I want to show you something.
We are venting.
Can I tease him?
Hold on.
Alright, let's go back.
Wait, what if you go there and then go back?
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares? No, never mind. You're not a dork.
Oh, I'm not a dork, but what if I went
Oh,
back?
go back. Oh, okay. Nothing.
Okay. Damn. I was hoping he would get more sad. For more dialogue.
Yeah, they didn't put dialogue for you going back and forth like 5 times. Jeez, what a lazy game.
Exactly. This is the Stanley Parable, man. We got someone to join the Discord. Oh my god, it's like we know this person.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better
What
the
do you
Stanley
mean?
Parable
The
used
jumping
to
was
be.
cool.
So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Ooh.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Bro.
Oh. Why do I hear a keyboard?
Sure, Cat. What is interesting?
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap Nintendo Switch port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back
Nintendo
then,
Switch.
video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
You know what? Those lines are enough reason to play it on old versions. Everything is just 2013.
That's cool, I guess, Cat.
I get that, cat.
And with that high amount of energy, you should join the Discord.
Okay, stop. You just advertising yourself.
Hashtag shameless plug. My, in loving memory of little Oh no!
Sweet on our memories cela pris de l'eau et je n'attends
And over
like
here
this
is where I
before
keep
it came out
reviews of
of
the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, James Stephanie Sterling writes,
How do you
and
know?
I quote,
Okay, let me read
"Where
this.
so
Wait, hold
many
on, he's
games
probably
that
gonna read it.
aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the
Thank you.
original
Make sure
Stanley
to,
Parable was.
read the
It
rules,
was
and then
literally
you should be able to
every
get access to the
game
rest of the
ever
Discord.
created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now.
Man, I would
A
love
lifeless
if
husk
when the
with
Stanley
an hour
Parable
of
gets the
new
Skyrim
elevator
DLC.
content.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Did you read it?
yeah, he read it. If I can, fucking there we go. What do we got in here? Memory zone maintenance. What is there? What is there to maintain?
Read everything.
The Stanley Parable.
Oh, we got the title.
The most the tasteful, nostalgic. It was good.
Minecraft.
Minecraft. Oh, there was a Portal reference at some point. It was in the older version.
Yeah. Also, in that Rocket League part, do you think would happen if you didn't jump in the hole?
Here's another moving passage. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition
perfect.
along to the Nintendo Switch. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
It's like Nintendo forced them to say their full name. Nintendo Switch.
The Serious Room, 2013.
Yeah,
So
in the
true.
serious room we just act serious. No joking around.
Penis.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Yeah.
What's this? What's down here?
Your mom.
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games.
It's a
I
Steam
haven't looked at
reference.
these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here.
Oh, instead of
Surely these
Steam.
reviews
Oh,
were
it's
glowing
pressurized
as well,
gas.
weren't
That's a
they?
good. That's a good.
Oh.
So they don't get fucked with copyright. Yeah, that's good.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Up your butt.
Got him.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I?
You kind of are.
You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly,
yeah.
you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear.
You told
What
me
an
there was
awful
cuts?
memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too
wait, is
preachy,
this the
then
spot?
maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Anyway,
It's gonna
Craigie,
be this part.
those are
And
actual.
here it
reviews.
is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you
Yeah.
forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past
Push.
it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get.
Exactly.
Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. that the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
He's getting
It
a
went
little
on
crazy.
for nearly 10,000 years, until just
I
yesterday,
actually
here and
zoned
there,
out.
forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many
I'm trying to,
billions
like,
left until
put
so
this
much more
story
than
together
forever
in my
ago?
head,
Which
and
is
it-
why
it
I
doesn't really
say
work.
the story and the choices, or what have you,
Oh,
and
Oh,
therefore.
he's repeating
okay, it
himself.
loops.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
I know,
Not
I
that,
heard
of
it.
course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or maybe a manifesto.
Interesting.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what
Well,
you
what
think.
I already heard it.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley!
You
Stanley!
already skipped.
Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time.
I don't care.
Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about every...
Yeah. Hold on, I already. Okay.
Too late now.
He's not talking.
Honestly,
No random.
you can even hear the humming of the button.
Yeah. It's really quiet. Oh. 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 Oh.
You should change your fire alarm.
Oh yeah, I should do that. I actually don't have one in my home.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are
Who's
the
he
jokes?
talking
Where are
to?
the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed
is
their
he
teeth and
talking
said,
to himself?
entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a
Exactly.
pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he went, shut up. It's the
Exactly.
inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability.
Alright, shut up.
Yeah. Oh. He actually did shut up.
Bro listened.
It's calling.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I'm gonna strangle you.
Never the end, never the
I'm going to strangle you alive.
Who should have said it with me?
Nah. Dude, the notification I sent out to everyone that is following me on Twitch, that was the notification. The end is never the end, is never the
Never
end.
the end. Ah yeah, I noticed it. It's so big.
You should send me a screenshot of that if you still have it.
Oh no, I clicked on it. Oh?
Sunlight.
Oh my eyes! Grass? Skip! Skip! I don't
Oh.
want grass. No! Are you showing it up grass?
Nope.
Okay.
No?
Oh. No grass.
Amari, you just got auto mod. So your chat message didn't even go through.
Wait, if I was checking the chat, I would have been able to see it. Oh my god, that's actually scary.
Dude, I would love to make a fucking horror game someday.
Oh. The
Button.
button fell down.
Button, senpai. Please work. Button,
Step
senpai.
on it. Step on it.
Button, senpai. Work. Oh.
Oh.
Now we're
Where
this.
are we?
We are everywhere and nowhere. The place in between the void and shadow where nothing matters. The place where Walter White lives, and we're gonna go meet him and cook something.
Let's go!
We're gonna go meet Walter White.
Okay, you should say it in a like box way.
Where did you put your RV, Walter? I've only...
Okay, say it like you're in like a box.
Jesse.
Today we no, just like this. Today we
Go,
are
go.
meeting.
Today we are going to meet Walter White out in the middle of the woods.
I am actually. It's
I
in the
did
desert.
not ask. This is why no one
Okay.
loves you.
Damn.
And now we're back here. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, he's not talking.
Whose fucking phone? Pick up your phone!
Oh, sorry, my bad. It's mine.
Bruh.
Hello?
Hello, hello. Welcome to your new summer job in the office. New content? Let's go!
Oh, good. You noticed my
I was about
sign.
to do a
Yes,
joke, but
I
I
have
don't know if
something
it's good
very
or okay.
exciting to show you.
Really? Well, I don't know if it's
Ooh.
exciting enough.
Nah.
Okay, yeah, if I... Damn, no dialogue. How about I just go back this way?
Yeah, go back to your room.
Craggy, pick up your fucking Oh, wait, the input. There we go, input received.
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is
that's
to
me.
warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you
Oh.
believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
Worth it.
Yep.
But I at least got to press the input button, which I was waiting for. New content. Here we go, guys. Now this is a Poggy's moment. And again, shout out to all the lurkers in chat. We need lurkers to survive.
Yep. Lurk on his content or something, I don't know.
But for all the lurkers, how is the night going for you all?
Yeah, if you don't
If you want to
mind.
talk.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra
Hey,
deluxe version
we
has
got to
turned out to
jump.
be. The original
I don't wanna
Stanley
hear it.
parable was a
Yeah.
landmark, and any new content
mean,
for it should live up to that
jumping, it
legacy.
wasn't
So
something in,
forget
like,
this ultra deluxe nonsense.
Dark-
I say we
Dark
take
Souls,
it
and that game
one
is
step
good, so-
even further.
Oh.
Which is why I'm
What the
very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, see ya, Mari. We're getting a sequel!
Yes,
Oh
you
my god!
see, isn't this far
Oh my
superior
God.
to a measly port with
We
a
can
few
drink
minor
water.
additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new
You gotta
experience
hang out
built
with
from
your
the ground
wife.
up. Why there are so many
You should tell her to
possibilities. It could
subscribe
go in
to,
so many
Axel
different
_
directions.
Fireflies on Twitch.
This is what
Okay,
fans have
dude.
truly been asking for.
Can we jump?
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you
New
think?
mug! Let's fucking go.
What does it even mean?
Time
But
to
the
wake up.
Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement
up, Axel.
right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
Crow book.
Is that a snake? Oh, it's a 2.
You don't talk to me before I've had a sequel. So true. New content is out. New content part 2 is in. Old plus busted? Nah, new hotness. Cool red section of the chart. Exactly. 2 doors, they're back. New mug. Can we
New mug. There's 2 new mug.
I would
And 2 is the number and the
two
Stanley Parable
plants.
2.
I would love that post as a
Yeah.
poster.
Now, to be clear,
Oh my God,
I
there's-
haven't
it's a
quite
double
nailed
door!
down exactly the Stanley
Two!
Parable 2 is going to be. But
There's
let's
2
take a look at
plants.
some of the features I've
Hold
been
on, look at
developing
the
for
soda
it.
machine.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting
Taste the
concepts,
sequel.
that surely the game will sort of naturally
Hold on.
spring
Look-
up around
look at the board
them.
behind you. I
It'll
think you're
all
supposed to
work
do-
itself out. Game development
Meeting
is much
plan.
more
Oh.
of a fuzzy magic
I saw that
than
thing and I
anything
thought it was
scientific
a
or
Two
logical, really.
ears, nostrils, arms, legs.
2 peanut.
I'm going to strangle you alive. And then you will not be alive. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City, Divinity Original Sin 2, Doom 2.
Oh, I just talked about Dark Souls.
2.
What? Hold on. That 2 is made out of words.
The prequel to Stanley Parable. What if I went... Oh, I guess I can't go that way. New content, boss!
Hold on. Look at the chairs. They're double.
Oh my god!
No, to the left. There's 2 chairs next to each other.
Yeah, those chairs. I just looked at them.
Actually, you know what we just realized? There's 2 people in this VC.
No way! Wow!
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
The button
The button.
has the name of the player that is playing the game.
No, he's gonna lick my name.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself,
No.
what
you,
do players
you
really
can't lick
want?
my name.
And of
Big,
course, the
just
first and
right,
most
yeah.
obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game.
No.
Isn't that
He's gonna
wonderful?
say it's gonna say my name, isn't it?
Sorry,
No!
I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of
Let me press
course,
the
in the
button
final
again.
game, this button will say your name.
Let me
whatever
press the
name
button.
it is.
I want to press it again.
Let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just
Mine-
play along. I promise you'll love it.
Our name
Okay,
is
here we
Jim.
go. Let's take a deep breath,
I am
clear
Jim.
your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person
Forget
named
me.
Jim.
How am I?
I want you to
Oh, yeah,
imagine
I'm Jim.
yourself living as Jim. Sleeping and
I'm
waking.
Jim.
Whoa, hold on. I wasn't finished setting up the backstory. If you don't properly
Oh.
roleplay as Jim, then you'll never understand the impact of
Sorry,
this button.
I was a little too
Otherwise,
excited.
it's just
Okay,
a
sorry,
stupid
yeah.
button that says somebody else's name. Okay, we're doing it again, and this time let me finish first.
Sorry, Jim got
Now,
excited inside
allow
me.
yourself
I
to
mean,
become
what?
Jim.
What?
All right, fine, whatever. It's just a meaningless button that says Jim. Are you happy now? Get out of here. I'm done with this button. Why don't you go humiliate me in front of a different feature that I worked very hard on? See, if you'd only played along, that would have been your name the button says. But no. Instead, I can't even think about it. I'm taking the Jim button away.
No!
No!
No! Not the Jim button!
No, I can never go to the gym.
What about these buttons? I can't press those buttons.
But why gym exactly?
probably
Maybe I'll only
Jim.
let people named Jim play the Stanley Parable too. They would appreciate what I've created here.
Epilogue.
So true. Ooh, what's this?
Free. Let's go to the hole. I'm gonna go to the hole. Please no screenshots. Hold on. Let me go in here.
Okay,
I'm
I'll be
pulling
honest,
my
I
phone
haven't
out.
yet
Oops.
decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Happy birthday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along.
So
Get
true.
Well Someday it is.
Yippee! Let me get those screenshots.
Yeah.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No. No, I've made
Yeah,
my
yeah,
decision.
yeah.
We're moving on.
Dude, sometimes he's relatable.
He has the ADHD brain.
Don't we all?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
Oh my god.
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's
Please,
right.
let me in the hole.
Infinite fall.
Let me in.
You
I want
can
to fall.
fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
But what if I didn't?
Yeah.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top.
Nah.
Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Nah.
I mean, we want to make sure that it's...
The man is
Okay,
back.
Stanley,
hole.
I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible
falling
that
down
I
an infinite
slightly
hole.
exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very,
Bro
very
is
deep
the
He
best
lied.
father.
To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and
Yeah.
you're so clever. Look, I
Yeah,
think the
imagine
issue here is
lying.
just that you're unusually
mug.
fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall?
Meeting at 2 p.m.
I figured the hole was as deep as anyone
Someone
would
threw it
actually
here.
need. Don't you put this
Every
on
pause
me.
button
Maybe
is a Roman
you're the
numeral.
problem.
True.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think
Just
we
the
both said
two of
some
us.
things
We
didn't
could
mean.
make it if
Why
we
don't
tried.
We
Just
just
the
all
two
it's
of
just
us.
the
agree to
two
just
of us.
call the whole
Just the
mess
two of us.
It's two of us.
If that works
Just
for you,
the
then
two
go
of
ahead
us.
and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move
Just
on.
the
I'll
two
just
of
be up
us.
here when you're ready.
You and I.
What button? X.
Great. Now, I'm very
Back in the
excited-
hole!
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you.
I know.
The problem is that you like holes too much.
Hey, I'm a guy.
Normal,
Hey.
normal person.
I mean,
I'm
no
not
judging
normal.
you.
Hold on.
Right there goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no, 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 no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I
Yeah.
couldn't help but feel like you spent a little
Oh.
less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly,
Also, why is there
I
cigarettes?
didn't make an infinite hole. I
Toes?
didn't think it was that
He said
muddy.
hole.
He said
Holes.
hole.
Well, I suppose once
Holes.
again there's nothing to do
Look
here.
at the
If you
closed
decide You've had
captions.
enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively
No.
thrilled. Gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes.
We're in
I'm
the
starting
hole.
to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite. I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability in marketing. What's
Why-
going on here?
Some people tell
Stanley,
cigarettes.
I have no explanation for the
Exactly.
uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, Let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
What if
Well,
you
there
ignore
it
him
is.
now?
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just
Hey.
can't see this scratching the itch. Oh,
I love
who
this
am I
hole.
to judge? You just do
I love
whatever it
holes.
is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on. Is the, teleport button not working?
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again. Still nothing? Well, I suppose there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out.
Make us
Goodbye,
jump?
Stanley.
Bruh.
You couldn't
Oh.
bear to be
No.
away from the hole, and
I
now
wanna
you'll
be
get
in the
more
hole.
time with
No.
it than you could ever
I
have
wanna be
asked
in
for.
hole.
It's a win for everyone. You get to be with the hole. I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley.
Yeah.
I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity together.
Fine, you can fuck off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do something to this hole. I mean, what? What?
Deeper. We must go deeper. Hole.
Just go deeper into the hole.
I will.
Even deeper.
Deeper, deeper. Yeah.
Oh, I just feel the hole is getting deeper.
That's what she said.
I didn't even mean it as a pun.
The hole.
Dude, this hole is so big.
Exactly.
And it's getting bigger and bigger. Oh, yeah, maybe. Actually, just to make sure, this stream is 18 plus, right?
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah. This has been so realistic. Me going into holes. Just keep it at this. Oh, no. Okay, press A. Change if you want to. No.
Thank
I don't
you.
know why.
Now we have the Texas filter on right now.
Blue. Change yourself. Oh. What? Damn.
Anime.
Oh, he's about anime. Oh. He's a drawing.
Another drawing.
He's now better drawing. Oh. And now he's realistic. What is this? Change perspective and let's see that. Look them all at the same time. Oh.
Stanley! Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake.
What?
It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland.
Oops, sorry.
But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide
I
awake
know.
for every second of
Especially
it.
the cigarettes
You don't
right
want to
there.
miss a
So
single
fascinating.
moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time?
What did
and
you
wake
just do?
up
I pressed the
to
button
keep
on
you
my
really,
controller to see
truly
if I could
focused
teleport
on the
out.
hole? From the looks of
Try it
things,
again.
you and I will have many, many years here in this hole.
Oh.
And I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip.
Who says that?
British people. Oh, we're going back. Deeper we go. Damn it!
Oh. No!
I wanted to change my reality.
We got separated from the hole.
The hole. Where is it?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Where's the hole?
Do you think there's something funny what you would say when you go back to the hole?
I hope.
I desired the hole.
I want to go back to the hole.
Holes are so addicting. They turn me on. I mean, what?
And everyone just left the stream because of you.
Yeah, I'm just. You should have never invited me to VC with you. The blinding light. That made. Ah! My eyes!
We can't go see the hole.
Did.
I'm gonna cry now.
Easy achievement. Ooh!
Ooh la la.
Free achievement. Get yours right now.
Now,
What
here's
does
something
that say?
special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you... Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley.
No!
But I guarantee it
Give me
will
it.
be fixed in the sequel.
Give me the achievement!
At last satisfy the hordes
Give it
of
to me.
ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you.
Dude, this game
and
is
I promise it
unplayable.
will
You know what? We should just end stream.
Yeah.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet? You know what? Let's
jump
bring the
circle's
jump
back.
circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well.
Let's go!
Oh wait, you already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Oh.
Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
No!
Not the circle.
Let's go!
Collectibles.
Can you find them? 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 Can you find them?
Collectibles. Now it's a real video game.
Exactly.
In Stanley Parable 2, you'll run
Are
around
we
gathering up
collecting the
these
sun?
miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yeah, Quaggy.
Damn. Ooh.
I need more.
Collect them all. Gotta catch them all.
I don't know if we're
God,
shoving-
it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
No?
I mean, I would rather that than nothing. I mean, just imagine you go to your friends and be like, "Oh my God, look, I got this achievement." They're like, "Oh wow, you're so cool."
Yeah, I know,
Or maybe they'll
right?
say that you have no life.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable
There
was that it
is?
was confusing and paradoxical.
We missed it. No.
And it engendered a chaotic
No.
sense
Amar,
of
you could've
reckless
spoke sooner.
despair in those who played it. Well,
You should
I'm
have known
happy
it
to
in the
say
future.
that after much consideration,
There.
I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game.
You know,
It's
you know,
the
I
Stanley
just started to think
Parable
that you could say something more
reassurance
than
bucket.
there.
You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket,
bucket.
a sense of calm
The
and
bucket.
ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable
The
will
bucket.
feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Give me the
You
bucket!
might even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your
I can do so many
arms.
things
And
with
to
the
be
bucket.
honest,
I could.
If it's
a
big
much
enough, it
more
can be a
convenient
hole.
solution for me than
I could jump
actually
into the bucket.
redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine
can
what
put the
a pain in the
bucket on
ass
my
that
head.
would be?
Give me the bucket!
The bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
Give me the bucket!
Can you feel
Why are you
it?
laughing?
The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in
so
fact,
What do you mean?
can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Thanks.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Thank you.
The benefits
Ooh.
of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Well, too
Now
bad.
more attractive.
What?
Hey, ladies.
Hey, girl.
Does anyone give out awards
I have
for
a
most
bucket.
enjoyable
Is Kit
bucket
Kat
in
still
a
in
video
chat?
game? That
I
really
have the
should
bucket
be an
of
award if
charisma.
it isn't already.
I have the bucket of charisma. Anyway, there's
Bo is trying to raise someone up. 2 chairs.
where? Over there?
You can't just say there,
I can't collect the giant ass statue.
or can you?
I can't.
You gotta make sure.
Where? Is it over there? Uh-huh. Gotcha. That's new. Let's head in here.
An
Epilogue.
epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Uh-huh. Nice. Well. Nah, I'll be fine. I'll come back for the collectibles.
You know what? We should definitely search it up on IGN or something.
On Polygon. Well, I think I got all the achievements here. I got all the collectibles. We should just go up here and leave.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to?
I have the
Ready
bucket.
to move on now?
I have the bucket. That's all that matters in life.
You know, I have a feeling that Tamari is lying, so...
New mug. Please, no screenshots. Too bad.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear
Take a
yet how
picture.
exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
Really?
Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow!
There's a hole?
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a
Another
different
bucket.
arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding,
2
Stanley?
holes!
This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Where's the hole?
With respect. With care for the vision
There's
and
no hole?
integrity of the original
The
game.
0
hole.
out of 10.
The hole
It
has
possibly
to be
would. I suppose
in
it could,
the
but it
original.
would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2."
Honestly,
Let me see if I can
where's
whip
Stanley
something
Parable 3? It's been 2 years.
All right, perfect. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh wait,
Take a look.
we gotta wait till the 3rd year, and then we get the 3rd game. That's lore right here.
Oh.
This is actually kind of trippy.
Yeah. I mean, no joke. This actually shows how the game should be.
Endless.
Mhm.
Toggle auto walk. That's a thing?
Wait, turn that on. I want to see how it works.
It's probably a single button. Auto walk will alternate between walking and stopping. I don't... Low dexterity. Reduces difficulty for time-sensitive inputs. Removes screen shake and camera bob. Color labels. Show reticle. I want the reticle to be shown, yeah. First person shooter reticle. Second person shooter, plasma rifle, Joe's favorite, play of the game, Windows. It's just a fucking cursor. Dot.
Yes, do that, do that.
Why is your fucking mouse on screen?
People are gonna join the stream and think you just have a mouse on it. And you're
Oh my god.
Mister, you should move that.
No.
Oh, sensitivity. Put
This
it
is
to
the
the
story
mouse.
of a man named Stanley.
True. I
What
know.
if we keep moving it? I'm sure there's a secret in the menu.
Test achievement description, replace this. Quit the game and start it again. Seriously, you can't jump. No, we disabled it. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire of a Tuesday.
What?
8888888. Speedrun. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds, not including load times. Set all the setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. That's dumb. I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Hmm.
This is why.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
He said the thing!
No way.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
The
number
balloons.
427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he
push
pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders
Of course
gave,
you noticed that,
as though he
Amari.
had been made exactly for this job.
Yeah, Kat, this is a
Yeah.
this is a game that criticizes trends in other things in the game
And then
industry.
one day, something very peculiar happened.
The
something
game
that
got a
would
sequel.
forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
He died.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived.
Alright, we get the point. Awaiting input! Input received. Hold
What
up.
now?
Fucking light jump scare.
Uh,
Welcome Stanley to heaven!
What? The colors.
They're all buttons.
Click them all.
Click all the buttons.
Dude, they're taking so long. Do a speedrun.
Oh, they're turning on again.
Oh. Click on the blue buttons.
I love the Windows cursor.
Exactly. Also, wait, no.
Bebop. Button.
So silly.
Button.
I pushed the button.
Is that it? The sequel is now paused. So true. Anyway, we went to heaven. That's confirmed. Don't believe what Jesus tells you. When you go to heaven, there's just a bunch of bright ass buttons. So if I just press the button again, I'd go to heaven.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley picked up the bucket.
The bucket!
Book it.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Actually, you have the
and
bucket.
entered
You know
the
what
door on
that
his
means.
left.
It's broom time.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
True. And look, it feels so weird having two cursors on my screen.
Coming to a
the
staircase,
tiny IS one
Stanley and the
and
bucket
my
walked
actual
upstairs
one.
to the boss's office.
Okay,
Stepping
yeah,
into
I'm
his
actually
manager's
getting
office,
trippy.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight
Okay,
of this
don't enter the
revelation,
password yet.
Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the
Hey,
bucket.
don't press now.
Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable.
True.
At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket
I
that he
want a
didn't notice the
relationship with
keypad
someone
behind the
that's just
boss's
like
desk.
Stanley and the bucket.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Man, I don't know what this pin code is.
Yeah, I'm sure if you tried 4444, it might work.
That seems...
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
I'm not.
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. $2845.
0666.
5842, he said, right?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm sure it's 0259.
Forgot,
No,
but
zero
it
five-
turns out that the panel's
zero-
emergency
zero-
override
295.
kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
No!
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
It's definitely 0295. That's definitely not the Pokédex number of Quagsire. What's that?
Anything? I don't think we're getting any more dialogue. Oh my god, hold on. Did it give me like a little loading thing next to the stupid Windows thing?
What?
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
I'm gonna shove it in my pocket. And then forget about it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Nuh-uh.
Loading.
True.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty,
Bucket.
he would be all right. The bucket is here for
The
you,
bucket
Stanley.
saves me.
Everything will be fine.
I don't know, man. Let's go.
Stanley
out
and the
in
bucket
woods.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read, mind control facility.
Nah, let's go kill myself.
Although
No,
this
that
passageway
way
had
is
the word
boring.
escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Nuh-uh.
If we
The
have to
door
go through
behind
that,
them was
can we
not
skip?
shut. Stanley and the
back?
bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm sure the
At
dialogue's
this point,
different.
Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
I'm surprised that the narrator isn't tired of repeating everything, but with the bucket now.
I mean, he's being paid to do the narration, so.
Yeah, I'm getting paid, but
I would-
saying the same lines and changing a bit just for a bucket.
No!
That's not including the times he had to do it again and again.
No. Poor Bucket.
Bucket, save yourself!
I
As
was...
the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure,
What do you
it puts the
mean?
mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
That's
This
the
is
fun
what Stanley
part!
thought to himself, and he sort
Yeah.
of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried.
Okay.
Bro, listened to the woman and was like, nope.
Let me just turn off my Nintendo Switch real quick. My Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch be
Wait,
like.
Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in?
Here, let me check.
How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Let me take the bucket to heaven with me. Meeting today. Finders Committee. In the meeting room.
Stanley
Take the
lifted the
bucket.
bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
We're taking the bucket to heaven with us.
Bro.
This is
Well,
not heaven. It's my bucket. Get
Yeah,
your
nobody will take the bucket from me.
get your own bucket.
I don't know what Christopher was saying. Give it to us. Also, I just feel that there's no bucket.
Yep. I don't know if I'm even moving.
I don't think you are.
No, I'm not. But.
The end is never the end. Never the end is never the end. The end is never the end.
Ugh. I am feeling kind of exhausted though.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned?
According to
Amidst the
stream, 2
confusion
hours
and
and 40
chaos,
minutes.
all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
The bucket gets it.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was
Yeah.
this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to
Yeah.
himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful
Yeah.
the
I
bucket
could put
turned
several
out to
cold
be.
drinks in my bucket. Anyway.
No, Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
No, it wasn't.
Stanley took the door
I'm
on
just...
his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Figurine.
Don't fall now.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about
Exactly.
mini stands? Stanley figs. What about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
Ooh,
Another
Stanlerine.
Stanlerine under your belt.
Oh, you was so weird.
Alright, let's go in the vent.
Inventing.
I died. I got the stand.
Oh.
Why do you want to eat those things? Why do you want to eat the Stanley?
I mean, I kind of agree. They do look delicious.
You know what I think about that?
What do you... Oh, okay.
Where are we now?
Exactly. I agree with Amari.
Uh-uh.
Oh,
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number... I don't even know.
Lore!
I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore.
I would love some.
The longer I
Yeah.
study this
I don't think
bucket,
she was asking you.
the less
Oh.
sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time
the bucket.
I pick it up. No matter how many times I've done it, it's always the same feeling.
I'm gonna stroke the bucket,
It's my chest when I
can't
set
do
it
that.
down.
Joker.
It doesn't make sense. There's no explanation for it. I still haven't figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms.
Well, he's actually mentioning
Why
the bucket. I didn't
everything
notice.
The bucket.
feels so...
The bucket makes me feel things, Batman.
What do I do
Whoa.
with this treasure? I can
The bucket is turning him on.
I can monetize it. Yes. It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket. Yeah. This
I'm not giving it to
is
anybody.
my golden ticket. But I have to be
I'll let
careful.
them do whatever the bucket
because as
means.
soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there?
No! Don't stroke my bucket! And then they stroked his bucket.
And he... I'm not doing
He was so jealous of them stroking his bucket instead of him, he died.
What?
That's lore now. That's canon.
Yep, canon.
The lore!
Sacred Cat were good at making stories.
Wait, this is different.
Warmth spread through
Why
Stanley's
is it all
arms.
rusty?
With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Never mind.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
What if I just stood here? Stroking my bucket. Making it feel good. Let's go in here.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was no, Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Ah. I just got a Discord message.
No,
said the bucket.
I think you should
don't go to
look
the
at that
meeting
actually.
room.
Quickly,
Go somewhere
quickly.
else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift? Misuse. So, $6,000 total?
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Craigie, if you want to take Amari into like DMs or something and go make out, I'm not gonna stop you.
No, what he did is that he did one of those ping someone if they don't respond in 10 seconds.
No, stop.
You have to
Look
change.
there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here?
No.
Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your
This is a
behavior up to
basket.
this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Yeah.
So much of the
We
impact of the story is
yeah.
dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket. Please, step in here for a moment.
Step in where? Whoa! Am I gonna stroke my bucket out in the darkness?
Only if your bucket enjoys it.
I didn't know my bucket was this big. Whoa, it's so big. It is my favorite
Now then,
game show.
I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything
Yeah.
we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket.
Chat, I'm gonna
Okay, let's begin.
need your help.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Is that a bucket?
No.
That can't be a bucket.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think that's a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, look, compare the bucket
Correct.
in your head. And
It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
See?
Exactly. We know what a bucket is.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Hold on, we need to think about this.
No, that doesn't.
Can you get closer? I need to inspect it even closer.
I can't.
Zoom in.
The handle would have
It's
fallen.
kinda-
The handle would have fallen if it's manipulated by gravity.
Maybe,
I don't
but
think-
Maybe if it. Hold on. Maybe it's just in the middle that doesn't fall to any side.
I don't know. It doesn't look like a bucket.
I mean, I get your point. It's kind of pixely. But the first one wasn't a bucket. Will he do it twice in a row?
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Told you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in the wrong.
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
Now that.
That can't be a bucket. See right there?
Why?
Don't you see it? It doesn't look as strokeable and pettable as my bucket that I'm currently holding. That is not a bucket. Can't be.
No, hold on.
Incorrect.
Okay.
This is a bucket.
No!
Yeah. You see, he was tricking you. He first showed the last two as not buckets, just to
Item
trick
4.
that's a bucket.
Is this a bucket?
Yeah, that is obviously a bucket.
I you hallucinating? This is a tractor.
That's a
It's
bucket.
An enormous machine
No.
that tills the earth. I thought this was
It
a
can be a
gimmick.
bucket. I
How
can
on
put
earth did you
things
manage to solve
Yeah.
that?
That's what buckets
Absolutely
do.
incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
Now that's a
Now
bucket.
That, yeah,
Bro,
you
they-
can't summon
That's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
Exactly.
Yeah. See?
Item 6.
Nope.
Is this a
That's
bucket?
not a bucket.
No, that is not a bucket.
Trick question. Both. Gotcha.
What? What do you mean both?
It's either a strokeable bucket or
Item...
not.
Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Well, obviously, this is a bucket.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing
No.
could possibly be something. Unless,
No.
in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced
no,
yourself
hold
that a
on.
bucket is
Let me
nothing?
Cat,
Answer me straight.
No,
we have to
hold
explain.
on.
We gotta explain the
Nothing is a
bucket lore to
bucket.
Cat.
No, hold on. A bucket. No, hold on. Let me explain. He's saying nothing is a bucket, but that's wrong. What we mean is a bucket is a nothing. That's way different.
Bucket
right, Axel?
is everything.
Yeah,
Everything
bucket
around
is everything and nothing.
you. Yes, this is a bucket.
Yeah, this button is a bucket.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've
What
lost
do you
all
mean?
sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of
Yeah,
us know what a bucket
You
is?
should listen to us.
Am
Am
a
I
bucket?
a bucket?
Yes.
Stanley,
Yes.
I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the
He's a
bucket is
bucket.
threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm
No.
sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game.
No!
No,
Okay,
no!
here we go.
You can't do that. No, press on the no button.
No!
What happened?
Yeah,
Is
it-
everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket? Every single thing in the game was
Yes.
a bucket? Oh my god, I had no idea. How could...
Oh, you know what
Except
this reminds
me.
me of?
I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Am I?
This is wonderful news. We're not buckets.
You know,
Yes,
that reminds
I
me
actually
of the
feel much
Coconut
more at
in
ease
Team
right now.
Fortress 2.
It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay? And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
I mean, look
All
at
right,
Catherine right
here we
now.
go.
She's so confused. Her brain is now broken at the thought that everything is a bucket.
Yeah. I'm okay with knowing I'm a bucket.
Everything is a bucket if you believe hard enough.
And do you think that buckets are
Someone was
strokeable?
following Stanley.
So
He
put
was
those
sure
two
of it.
together.
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Uh-huh.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Hold on, I gotta
Wait,
get-
what if you go through the... Yeah. There we go.
Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky
He made the
narrator.
tell
At
for the
last,
bucket to
out
do.
here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to
Oh
tell
my
Stanley
God.
of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed.
Justice.
And the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley.
What are you talking about?
He screamed.
You're a
No.
bucket?
To this, the
You
bucket
can't
furrowed its brow.
No,
Said the bucket.
I'm not
not
right.
since
I'm not
the evil
focused-
wizard
focused.
Gamhorata first ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults.
Now this
I
is
was
some
young
lore!
back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No!
Stanley screamed even louder this time.
This is stupid! You are
Stop
a
talking for me,
bucket!
narrator.
This is so stupid! Why are we even doing this?
As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
What? What? What?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already
I am
had
a
all
hero.
12 emblems of sages and knew the
No.
incantations to summon their
You're
true
not a
power.
hero.
Otherwise, we would have
You're a
easily been
villain.
overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless. You've demonstrated such bravery here
Thank
today.
you, narrator.
Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.
I am a hero.
I have a theory. The bucket
Okay!
Okay, the bucket is good, and the narrator is trying to manipulate you to thinking.
I think
It's a bad
you're
thing.
the villain.
No. Maybe. That's just a theory.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
He's a woman is asking you something. You can't let her down now.
Exactly.
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the
Aw,
door
thank
on his
you.
left.
Aw, can I take some?
No!
Oh,
How can we find them? Bottom text.
click on it. It's gonna be one. Bottom text.
Small floating objects have appeared across the office. We have synergized a resource to ensure their retrieval. There are so many questions. There was no memo for management. Agenda. Okay, so there's one in the bathroom, in the office. What makes them float in the air? Who took these pictures of them? Now,
You know what we should do?
we can do it.
We should do it. We've waited long enough.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Yeah!
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlers. What do you think,
Stanurines.
Stanley?
No,
What
figure
name
sounds
better
like something
encapsulates
dirty.
the intrinsic sense of happiness that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
Thank you. Now, there's probably one up in the bathroom, like in that one picture.
Yeah.
Bro is shitting.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the Figler Anlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one. And then
Bless
the
you.
first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them. And now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had
Gotta
no
catch 'em
Figler
all.
Anlerines. None of us can.
Figure. figure, figure, figure,
Figurines.
figure, 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 figure.
Have fun.
Figure, 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 figure that, figure that, figure that, figure that, figure that, figure out.
Anyway, I wanted to come get the.
Figure all on these.
I think I know where the other figure is, and it's back where the red and blue doors.
What? Can you say that again?
I think I know where to get the next figurine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it
That's
mean?
not how to say it.
Stanley decided to go to the
Standard
meeting
figure.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Wait, I can't bring the bucket with me, I don't think, this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Wait,
first,
are you going
just
to the vent
admire
without
it.
the bucket?
The lounge was grand,
No,
majestic.
we're gonna go to the red and blue
Perhaps,
doors.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, yeah, we can go to that elevator. I completely forgot about that.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
No, it's
There's
about me
someone you've been
stroking
neglecting,
my
Stanley.
bucket.
Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. And there it is. The last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment.
Yeah.
This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines. Now listen carefully, this is a...
So... no one asked.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines.
Those
figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about
The
them
figgly
since you
wiggles.
nabbed every last
Figgle
one.
your wiggle
Wasn't
right
it just
now.
the most intrinsically
Stroking my
fulfilling
figgle
moment
wiggle.
of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim
He's
with
stroking
inner
my
richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
The figure wiggity. Good thing we switched the name instead of just that thing that I couldn't say.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible.
God.
Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What?
Now we're at 7.
This is like finding out that.
There's
What's
more
called that
numbers
game
past
about?
100.
Yeah, it's not 100%, it's 101%.
And
Or
here
100 or
was the
110.
second Stanlerine. You
Stanley
found this one
Lorraine.
all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
It's the warehouse.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here in the
What
warehouse.
have you found
It
now?
was the third one. You picked
I
it
don't
up,
wanna
and
test
then
that.
after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to
I already
forget
picked it
your
up.
third time doing anything.
Wait, that means that Mario's lying that time.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Yep, definitely.
This was a 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was in the boss's bathroom. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What's that in there?
Oh my god,
It's
I
mini
love
Stan
this.
number 5. Just the ceiling.
Thanks for you found it in the executive bathroom. Thanks for watching. Credits.
Nice face up. The narrator, the narrator, the
boy.
narrator, Stanley, the narrator.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
I love spending 8 minutes on a fucking Microsoft clip art video.
So true.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others.
Exactly.
Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh, we go in the same place. I'm in a circle, can I
And
jump?
then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment.
Oh.
Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Okay.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this.
I
I
remember it
must say,
too.
of
It was
all
like
the
we only went
figurines
through
we
here
looked
like a
at
few
in
seconds
our
ago.
initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more. And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah,
yeah.
it was like two. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, I love that
Thanks
video.
for the reminder.
Yeah. I would have forgotten.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Exactly.
Yeah, nothing wrong with pink.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward
Oh,
for
you can't
finding
even
all
fall.
of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Okay. Oh my god, is that a Stannerine?
This was our second Figley.
Stan-
Don't you remember? Yes, I
Stan-
remember it too. The past is
Pick it up.
truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
What if we didn't take it?
I don't know.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
An exit. Oh yeah, the one in here.
Yeah.
The jump circle. Please give me
Can
more.
it
Look,
jump
it's the
again?
terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
I'm going to the right. And
Oh, it leads to the same
And before
place.
everything else, there was your office.
True.
Is there anything else?
Yeah.
Was there something that came before your office? There's something I
No.
feel I can remember. I can remember.
I can't remember.
Yes, I'm remembering something now.
I was pressing
I remember
buttons.
before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so
You
much
just need
fun to
buckets.
play with. You know what?
Yeah.
Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Oh, that was a loop.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
I know there's stuff that happens if we do a little thing called rebooting the game. Crows. Davy. Please enter the current time. I believe it's 9:46. Nope, it's 45. Hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you booted up the game. A lot of people don't take that seriously, they just leave it at the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about this experience. You're paying attention. I don't even have a way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you're so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and you see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to your video game now.
You know what you should do?
Reset the game.
Yeah. Do I really love this intro?
I hope I can find a gif of that, just the door opening slowly, and make that my background for a little while.
Yeah. Wait, do you mean your laptop? I mean your PC background? Yeah, instead of whatever you had before.
And me, Oscarata, on stage. Ow.
Crows.
And Doug's brother. Please.
Oh yeah.
My favorite time.
You said that.
My favorite time is 7:30.
Why is that?
Because I woke up for school every fucking day of my life.
Oh.
7:30, your favorite time of day. Or could you not resist giving me the current time again? Definitely. After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correctly. Now I'm curious how 7:30 accurate it is. Let's find the slider.
What time is it now?
It's like 9 o'clock at night. Regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you and the things. It's all good to collect data. I wish we had more sliders, but we've gone through all the sliders I have. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather more data on you. Shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, let me lip a couple new ones up. Should be ready next time you boot up the game.
You know what to do now.
Check the settings and then reboot the game.
You know, I feel like you should make it so that every week you play a game that's just like this genre, where it's just not a normal game. I mean, let me give you 2 examples already.
Well, not everyone makes uncommon games like this.
Yeah, there's the one that's called There Is No Game.
Oh,
I think you heard about it.
Grievous was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, that's why I talked about it. And also, Superliminal. Have you watched that?
I've watched it, and I don't feel like my brain being fried.
But that's what makes it good.
Nah, man. Till the computer's barely visible. Please adjust the slider until the dog and cat are friends.
Oh, now they're more than friends.
Please adjust the slider until number 5 becomes number 9.
Hold on. Was that number 9? Oh, here it is.
Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Yeah, that's good.
Hold on.
Which of the two made-up words is most appealing to you? I like this one.
Okay.
Please don't adjust the slider.
Okay.
Do you know what time it is right now? Pretty sure. It's 9:49. Is the time that is right now the correct time? Yes. What time is it anyway?
Yes.
Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? No. Help. Sure.
Yes.
Will you come back to visit me? Sure.
Nah. Now what happens when you hear me out, boot up the game again? Hello, TV reading.
What time is it? Does anyone truly know? Of course they don't. Nobody knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all the game settings to your exact specification, but who hasn't? It's just what I do, like a day job. And now, the job is over. There's no more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can, and I still don't really know you. And you don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm truly being honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. You won't have me here when the game starts the next time, but that's okay. Video games were meant to be played alone. You like being alone, don't you?
Yeah, you like being alone and not in a VC with someone else.
Sometimes. That's maybe the only information I really learned about you. Well, it's time for me to leave. There is one more setting that you need to adjust, but it may take a little time before I'm ready for that. It's not really in the job description, but that's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again if you can find me. Talk soon.
Dude, this is no joke. I really like this sport.
Epilogue.
Epilogue.
There we go. Damn, we might beat the game tonight. Many, many years later.
I mean, yeah, I feel like we're getting close. If we don't, the next.
I think this is.
Oh.
I think this is the end. Where are you, Walter?
Okay, back to the Lanky Box way of introducing Walter.
Nah.
Today we are.
Oh.
Oh. Ooh. Cozy. Fire.
My favorite thing. No, there is not one out there.
No! I'm alright, I swear to God.
It's not called that.
Yeah, it's called the figure. The figure.
Do you have a dream where dream have you ever had a dream?
Dream where you could or you know what, I feel like we should take that moment where I was just struggling
We need
the
a
elevator.
we need a compilation of you just fucking up that word.
Amari.
The Stanley Parable 2. Feels so weird not having a narrator. Stanley walked down the dilapidated hallway.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good that nobody just tell you where to go all the time.
The
I
review.
mean, you sometimes you like to do what you want to do. Cookie 9 blog. Review. Stanley Parable 2. Posted on April 7th by Cookie 9. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with original, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into a territory nobody asked. The Infinity Deep hole. Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the standard Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say though, I have found the bucket to be quite comforting. I welcome.
I
Yeah,
love the adventure
that's.
line. I have that song in one of my playlists. Okay, we're not reading all that. No
I
more
am.
spin-offs, no more sequels. Get
Let me read
green.
it.
Get on the green.
No, I hate green. We're not gonna start this argument again, Axel.
Oh, let's keep on.
Jim.
Jim. Yes, Jim.
Jim.
What's the other one? There's another one. Go back.
No.
No, go back.
No.
No. No. Stop this madness. Ooh,
26.
figurine. Ooh, a figurine.
There you go. Now he's right.
Oh.
Can't interact with that. Thank you for enjoying the new content. That's it?
Nah, I'm sure there's something.
Oh!
Oh. We just
Hello
put our
again.
head in the screen. Oh.
It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. Stanley Parable is not scared. We do not need to protect it.
Sacred.
Screw the legacy. Let's keep on making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard, in fact. Let me show you. Together we are going to make Stanley Parable 3. It's simple. All we do is change the number and the game's title screen. We need a really dumb subtitle for the game. Something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try combining some words together to make a new title for our game. Alright, have a good night, Amari. We'll probably be done after this section.
The Stanley Parable 3 Beyond Fire.
The last ever fire.
Ooh.
It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. No need to do that. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again, with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it.
That's just like FIFA.
Exactly. Good. Then it's agreed. A new sequel every time we start the game. And you know what? Since you've put faith in my idea, I feel like giving you something as well. You see, I'm noticing that their narrator never found a way to give you that broken achievement, did he? Of course not. I wouldn't expect him to know how. It's been bothering me. Let's fix it. Alright, there. The achievement machine is now fixed. You see, I'm on your side. We're in this together. We're going to keep this train rolling. The Stanley Parable cannot end. It can only spiral in on itself forever. I must keep the wheel turning. I'm ready. Are you ready? Great. There's only one last thing we need to do. Please enter the current time. It is currently
Okay.
10 o'clock. Exactly.
Oh, on the spot. Yeah. I mean, it's 5 a.m. for me, but...
Please adjust the slider till the computer is barely visible. Yep. Thank you. Please enjoy the Stanley Parable. The last ever fire.
Let's go. We want to see that.
Let's see that.
Ooh. Oh.
Alright.
Okay, wait. Now leave and rejoin. I want to see the
Hold on, I want to get the
Stanley
achievement.
Parable 4.
We gotta get that achievement.
Oh. Yeah, and then we're gonna get Stanley Parable 4.
And then I'm going to bed. So
Fair enough.
I gotta wake up early.
This is...
How much did you... Oh. No, we don't care about you.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to
care.
the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Bruh.
You get me to the expo hall. I want that achievement.
We need it. A
Give me the
broken
achievement.
achievement.
Come on, tell me there are more jumps. I want more jumps in the circle.
You see, Stanley,
Yeah, I
I've
feel
been
like-
reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing
yep,
this
yep.
ultra deluxe
Yeah.
version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
We don't care.
Yes, you see,
Where is it?
Isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Yeah,
Now, to be
definitely,
clear,
but I'm asking
I
for a
haven't
third
quite
game.
nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable
No,
2
you know
is
what you're
going to
asking
be.
for?
But
That
let's take a
machine.
look at
Take
some of
us
the
to it.
features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Where is it?
Over there.
Here we go.
I must have the achievement.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait. What in the holy hell is going on? You got the achievement? Why did the
Yeah.
machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago. Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched? Oh, God. Composure, composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It
Yes.
truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe.
Damn. Austin, you joining right at the fucking end, dude. You know, that's why
Yeah, also, Austin,
that's why
look.
you should join the Discord so you can get notified when I stream.
So true.
Anyway,
Hashtag shameless plug.
let's play Stanley Parable 4.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have the time for starting over a stream. But what you can do
Yeah, you should.
is
I
when
mean,
this
I
goes
agree with
offline
Austin.
and I upload it to YouTube, you can go to YouTube and watch it there and then share it with all your loved ones and friends.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna take that clip of me just stuttering.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. At the start, I was actually struggling, but then I just started making a joke. Stanley Parable 4. Expired octopus.
Legend of
Zelda.
427. But yeah, we've kind of beaten the game now. Sure, we could go for all achievements.
Oh, this is actually like one of those old games.
This is like it's N64-esque shit. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And it really fits with the title. Okay. One last time, we want to see. Let's play Stanley Parable 5.
Alright. I heard the sequel came out to Stanley Parable.
Yeah.
Oh. But yeah. After this load, I think it would be a perfect time to peace out. Forgotten.
Liquid champion! Liquid champion! Liquid champion! Come on. Okay, we did end the fight, now liquid champ. Let's go!
God, my
It's just you and I. Oh.
So true. Now that is the Stanley Parable 5 right there.
I have a question. How long do you think it would go for?
As long as it can, I suppose. But yeah. That.
Yeah, we're gonna stop now, or we will never stop.
That was the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, all in one video.
That's an awesome game.
Yeah, highly recommend playing it because I didn't go over everything for obvious reasons. Because you should go play the game. It is worth the price tag, especially if you're in the matter of humor. But yeah, I think it is time to go the. So chat and everyone who was lurking throughout the stream, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow with FNAF content.
Yeah. Good night, everyone, or good morning, depends on the time.
Good night, everyone.